Hey YouTube, welcome back to the Slightly Rotten Carvings channel. I'm here today with these cherry hearts that I'm turning into keychains, and I'm going to put a coat of water-based top coat on them. They're basically done. This is the last step, and then I weave the paracord and attach it to the heart, and that's that. So thanks for joining me. And yeah, I'll probably do a couple of them and then call it a day, because it's going to take a little while. But so I got a foam brush here, a couple foam brushes. I found it difficult to do this, the hole here, so I cut up one of the foam brushes so I could kind of jam it in there. And then I got this pizza tray set up to hold them when they're drying, so that's kind of convenient. Got this stuff stirred up and ready to go. Anyway, I hope everybody's having a good day today. I went down to a local kind of a thrift store here in town, and I got a stool, an old stool I can use for when I'm carving wood. That's going to be a lot better than what I had, so kind of excited about that. I'm getting excited about stools over here, you know. All right, here we go. It's going to soak it right up. But I don't want to get too much. I don't like spreading it too liberally, because it can end up being uneven and kind of messy looking. So probably end up doing 3 coats of this. Sanding in between with 220 grit. It's actually probably a higher grit than that, but it's like a little, I have sanding pads for when I'm sanding finishes. I hope you can see that all right. And check yeah, I'll move that a bit. There we go. Still trying to figure out all this, you know, how to film everything the best I can, and I got a tripod strapped to the ceiling. Might be overcomplicating things for something that people might never watch, but you know, trying to put some effort in. And make sure every little square inch of this was hit with that. Looks like it. I think I mentioned this, but this is cherry wood. I found it over at a hiking trail not too far from here and dried it in my kiln. And cherry wood will actually darken as it is exposed to sunlight and oxidation. And I think it darkens naturally too, outside of that stuff. But so these keychains will end up being a little darker than this. I like to try to make sure that I'm not leaving big areas or big pools of top coat on it so it looks all weird. Try to prevent it from going on unevenly. That looks pretty good to me, I think. This stuff seems to harden up fairly quickly, or at least it starts, starts getting kind of sticky. So it's good to move fairly quickly with it. Because if you try to go back, you'll just end up smudging everything, and it just, at least that's my experience with it. This is a General Finishes water-based top coat. I think it's gloss. I think there's no color to it or anything. It's just adds a nice protective coat and a shine. I think I got all that there. I have some gloves, but I normally don't like working with gloves. Like, with something like this though, it might not be bad. This stuff isn't, I don't think it's super toxic, but don't take my word for that. But usually, I mean, I pretty much don't like wearing gloves for most work. Again, unless it's really dangerous or whatever, but they just kind of seem to, I don't know, make me feel like my fingers are like turning to stone or something. I don't know. Just can't, not as dexterous. It's a nice rainbow outside the other day. Actually, yesterday. It's a double rainbow. Sometimes with this stuff, I like to get some of the excess off of the brushes so I can absorb some of the excess that's on the piece, so I don't leave it in big pools or uneven. Well, What do you guys think of these hearts? You can see the finished product over at my Etsy page, but let me know if you like them or what you think. I'm thinking of making some clover leaf ones for clover leaf keychains, you know. Got St. Patty's Day coming up. I got a green colored paracord. So I've had a couple requests for things in the last few days that I'm gonna start probably working on soon. And I have a couple things that I haven't finished that I started on a week and 2 weeks ago, I guess. Yeah, I mean, this stuff's eating up most of my time right now, which is good. I normally do landscaping, so we're have the winter off normally. And I decided to ramp up my carving and try to sell stuff, and taking up all of my time basically, and that's how I want it for the moment. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had an issue I had to deal with, so I did a little cut there. I'm going to do one more of these hearts on film here, and then I'm going to finish them up later. So these have dried a bit already. Then a couple hours I'll sand them again and get them ready for another coat. I think I mentioned earlier I do 3 coats of this stuff usually. I like the way this ends up. It's got a nice protective kind of shell when it's all done, and it also adds a nice shine, and it feels nice too if you get it right. Nice and smooth. I think everybody's watching the Super Bowl tonight. Not really. I used to watch sports, but I don't know, I guess I lost interest at some point, and so I just don't anymore. I do other things. I think sports are cool. I like football, and I think baseball was my favorite. Baseball was my favorite sport to go watch. That's when I think that's when I had the most fun. I remember going to Veterans Stadium in Philly, and then Citizens Bank after that. Those were good times. And it was always fun watching the game too. I'm not sure why I lost interest in, I mean, I guess I just started doing other stuff, and I just kind of eventually, prefer to do other things, but think actually one of the things was the commercials. I'm pretty sure that's probably one of the things, is like, it's just tough for me to get through that much, you know, that many ads and still want to watch it. And then I know there's been some politics injected into the sports leagues recently, and I'm just kind of sick of that. You know, and it's intentional, right? You reach a lot of people on Super Bowl evening, and if you have some sort of agenda, that's a good time to, you know, put it out there. So why would I want to watch that? Maybe we'll do another one, huh? Maybe we'll do another one. I think I might try to make an ashtray out of stone and wood. Someone I know wants an ashtray, and I have a couple kind of ideas for one, but I've never done it. And I guess I'm curious how long shaping the rock is, you know, how that's going to go. And I think it'd be a cool little project, though. Thinking of having like a wooden base that then has a, you know, a shaped stone somehow attached to it, and then a separate kind of dish or compartment that you can put things in, like a lighter or something, off to the side of the stone ashtray. And I considered making some sort of locking mechanism for the stone part, the actual ashtray, so you can remove it to empty it and then put it back in place and have it lock there. And I think I could probably do something, I could probably integrate it into the design, kind of, so it's either not noticeable or noticeable in a good way, right? Like, somehow it's, you know, it fits in. So I'm going to think about that. Don't really know how yet, but I'm sure there are many ways of latching things, right? If you have any ideas, let me know. Sorry if my hand's been in the way a lot. I'm going to try to get better at keeping the view clear, but just not used to this. I got a video to upload after this from yesterday, and then this one's going to go up tomorrow, I think. My friend sent me a picture of a couple burls out at it's not a state park, but it's some sort of preserve around here. They're on a dead, not sure what kind of tree it was. I really don't know. But the tree's laying on the ground and there's two burls sticking up. And a burl is basically a big bump on the tree that it usually has some very interesting green characteristics and stuff and coloration, so it's a desired part of the tree, and they're kind of rare to see. So I'm thinking about going out there one of these days coming up, and I might try to film some of it. Kind of a little field trip. I'm planning on trying to do some stuff like that, you know. I know watching this stuff is probably really boring. And like, I don't think anyone's watching it anyway, so if you are, that's awesome. I'm like, hello, you know? But I'm going to try to figure out some more entertaining stuff for us to do together, right? I guess maybe I should have done that before starting the channel, but I'm kind of doing a whole bunch of things at once here. So, trying to get my Etsy shop going and find out other ways or other shows to maybe bring my carvings to, and I'm doing social media too, and so that's my excuse for having a boring channel, you know. Not keeping the thing in view here. And blocking your view. Yeah, see, that's not going to work. I might have to redo this whole thing here, you know what I mean? Actually, yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out if I've been blocking your view the whole time or not. And I think I haven't, but I guess that's the stuff I should have figured out before, huh? Oh well, hopefully you'll forgive me. I did a couple Facebook live streams the other day, or 4 days ago, something like that. And it was me power carving with the power tools. Probably try to do some YouTube live streams too. You know, maybe somebody will pop in here and there and watch me grinding some wood away. That'd be great, you know. Let's see, which one's left here? We did this one, right? Yeah. These are all done. It's just this guy, I guess, huh? This is the last one. I'll just finish it up. We'll finish it up. I was only going to do 3 of them. But I'm having such a great time talking to myself here, you know, that we're going to do the last one. And then I'll talk to everybody another time, you know. I'll be back later with another boring video for you. maybe we'll be out in the woods looking for some rotted wood that I can carve up, you know? Maybe you'd like that a little more. Try to get my hand out of the view there. I'm really sorry about that. Please forgive me. I'm here to serve you as the viewer, right? And I apologize if I prevent that with my hand. Alright, oops. Uh-oh. Oh, that's nothing. Alright. Finish this up here. Sorry. Right there. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. So yeah, if you're interested in any of these items or looking at anything else I make, you can check out my Etsy shop. I got the link in my channel home page or whatever for YouTube. I think I put it in the description for this, or I think I will put it in the description for this video also. I got a sale going on until the 15th of February, so you still got a few days. And yeah, I'm trying to keep putting videos up every day, regardless of whether or not anyone watches them. Just because this is something I kind of wanted to do, you know. I don't know why, but I hope to improve the channel, right, and keep working at it. And please let me know, right? What do you want me to do? Would you know what I mean? Like, would you want to see me go out and gather some wood in some of these videos and then prepare it for the kiln? Some nice locations that I go to look for wood, some nice parks and stuff. I'm gonna do some more power carving videos. Do you know, is that stuff that interests you? Usually I haven't been narrating those videos, but I will. I'll start doing that soon. I'll start rambling about that stuff too, right? Sharing how I do the stuff. Anyway, all right, that's gonna do it for me today. And thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Have a good day.